good. Chains are going to connect. Karis, yeah, going to have to flash to get out of the way of that one. Orbit Deception is going to get dodged. And the flash forward from the LeBlanc Fate. Oh, pretty cool.
And then once you have your ult, you get 2 of them.
Yeah. Well, Ellim, he's not going to go for the flashless Ari. He's looking to try and help out Keen in this matchup. There is the knockback, and this is looking all too easy as well. Where you guys are not.
Volibear dive, the first one. See if Teddy could survive this. He has level 6.
Yeah, and we are going to be able to turn this tower off if we want to, but not if OnFleek just straight up dies. He tries to ult to get himself out, but you ain't bailing him out of that one. That's way too expensive. As HLE Esports try and run away, but that was...
Samdi's positioning here, a little bit suspect.
Kane is going to connect here, and Fate just happy to do it right in front of the rest of the HLE Esports teammates. Kane's going to get inside track as well as he moves down towards Shirley. Fate over the wall once again, another brilliant solar flare for Hoyt. As Ellim dives in, he will be almost taken down. Yes, it's OnFleek that manages to get that one, and now all of the AoE damage is in there. Keen is very tanky. Teddy, though, he's at full health, and that's where you've got a problem, HLE. The Qs rain forward, and this is called a Zeri problem, ladies and gentlemen, and it's called Teddy.
Yep, and this is the early game Teddy Zeri. Let's wait and see how those kills he just picked up are going to affect this mid game. Because we're hitting it right now in nearly 17 minutes of the game. He's 3-0-3, already had his Trinity Force online. And he's going to be picking up a little bit more after this one. And it's a really great ult from Vista. Honestly, one of our best Renata Glass ults I think we've seen all season long. As everybody runs in here, and Vista's able to get a really nice Berserk. Look at Ellim, he's so low, the Berserk comes through. And then it looks like, oh, this is winnable, this is turnable. Not really. Not because Teddy's at full health, he's getting sped up. And Samdi, just not able to get excited. And then he just flashes in, ult's active.
Wow.
Wow, this champion.
You know that guy in the montage?
Very difficult sign to make. As this inner turret is going to go down. Solar Flare, once again, this time going to connect onto Vista. Doesn't get out the ulti. So Vista does at least hold onto that one, which is a big tool if they are going to be sieging, as that is more gold to go into the hands of HLE.
So this was kind of a Kwangdong round 1 moment, but it's okay. As they do push, you're trading evenly.
I think we should, going back to the Baron and killing the Baron could have been a good idea.
Yeah. Also, I mean, they gave some bounty gold over, but with the advantages they have, despite the gold bounty here and what Dudu is able to accomplish, they're still in such a commanding lead that I think that was actually a trade up for them because they're getting more valuable structure damage done towards HLE Esports, which is just going to open up their route to end the game and kill the Nexus. Whereas, you know, Dudu, he accomplished something, and he slowly pushed some of the gold back, but it's not that significant at the end of the day. And now it looks like we finally are in Baron territory. Okay, Runins is done for Teddy, so he's ready to shoot him real good and hit everybody.
This is also one of those problems that you run into with the caster support as well. Vista's not able to ward. It's OnFleek that sort of has to get out there and get vision down. He does manage to get a control ward in there, but if he's caught, then that's instantly Baron lost and probably the game as well, all at once, right? The comeback mechanics for this comp are really not...
Notice Vista's 30 wards, or a CS score behind, and that's with way more wards placed for Kwangdong Freaks, a massive amount. He's still that far ahead because he can clear, and Vista just simply cannot.
Yeah, Hoyt's actually able to get in. It's a product of a winning game, but also just how it is to be this squishier variety of support. As Teddy jumps on over and is going to help Ellim take this one down. Teddy does a heck of a lot of damage. Doesn't even have a Blade of the Ruined King completed or anything like that just yet, but it doesn't really matter. You just press your Q button a whole bunch of times. The Super Mega Death Rockets come through here as OnFleek. He's running really quickly, but there's a body slam there. Pop goes the teddy bear, and he just exits the fight. Nothing he could do at all. Keen's going to get his hand shook, but he's not really shaking after that. As Vista at 50%, Keen to come on over and just deny him getting anywhere near this Baron.
That's what we call a successful delay of Baron.
Yeah.
It's a successful delay.
Yeah.
Baron.
A successful expressway to the death chamber.
Yeah, that was a plane that just didn't get off the ground.
Yeah.
Poor teddy bear. Meanwhile, the real Teddy, the grizzly that is the 80 carry Kwangdong Freaks, is just gonna help take them out. 404.
We've had some angry bears today, you know. We've got Teddy right now, 404 on the Zeri. We had the polar bear in our first series. And we have the sad volley bear here.
Yeah, this was just, he was like, I'm really going in there. And Keen was like, yeah, you are going maybe a little bit faster than you expected.
Yeah. And he was going pretty fast too.
His feet were off the ground and yeah.
Well, now he's fighting Hoyt.
Hoyt's like, I can win this 1v1, that's how behind you are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to win the 1v1, but I don't think on
it's not a 1v1.
Yeah, this is real rough. Good body slam there from Keen. The flash does get him out, but that ain't a party cast. That is a death cask. Or a casket. That would have been a much better joke.
Ooh, yeah, that would have
been a way better joke.
Use that one next time, I like that.
Yeah, I don't think I want to, though, because it's starting to feel like we're beating a dead bear, right? It's not it.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, because of, like, you went back to this earlier about the vision clearing and how vulnerable he is, he has a more realistic way to get out, even if he doesn't. He has a more realistic option to get out. Like, he's the brunt of, I think, a lot of the problems that Life esports are facing, because he has to do something.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, there's not a lot of options that he has. It's just what happens when this style of composition gets so far ahead. Quandong Freaks played it very, very well. Great little mini stun into the wall there, but Vista was very, very dead in that situation. Teddy was tanking up a turret for an obscene amount of time. As Fate is going to run after Karis, goes straight into a charm, but Karis unfortunately does absolutely no damage. And so therefore Fate gets away. And now it's probably just going to be the end of the game. Quandong Freaks making absolutely short work of Life esports here. They're bearing down on these Nexus turrets. Play to the Ruin King. Going to be used there onto Dudu. Trying to help his team. Great little knockback with the cask. And Dudu and Karis just going to have to watch from the fountain as their Nexus erupts. Quandong Freaks, full control this entire game long. Absolutely fantastic stuff. That was a great little play there from Ellim as well in the end. As no one's really going berserk. Super Mega Death Rocket sails wide and the Nexus will fall.
어라?
도망갈게.
그거 이거 얼마나 더? 그거 가자.
아니, 나 Q 눌렀는데 Q 안
이거
돼.
볼배 노플이야, 볼배 공안 돌만해.
알이 전혀 없어. 나 상태는 안 좋다.
타워만 쳐봐, 타워만.
징크스 15초.
야, 볼배. 쌈부터.
타워. 징크스 10초. 타워.
야, 나 상태 안 좋아, 상태 안 좋아.
애매하면 빼야 돼. 이거 광란 있어야 돼.
그거 노공이야.
알이 전혀 없고.
알이 노플이야. 광란. 괜찮아.
한 번만 빼고.
야, 제리 봐줘.
징크스고.
했어.
나 넥서스 칠게.
오케이.
나이스.
Yeah, they do have a lot of vision, as once again, Quick Draw, seen as quite a good ability.
Question mark pings twice, and Dudu is still way too far up.
Yeah,
and he's gonna walk into the bush!
Phase check. Oh,
They pinged it! They pinged it several times, Dudu!
That's not what you want
man!
to see. He is going to be out of collateral damage, but the flash comes in, and Keen finishes that one off.
That's a tilter.
Sleeping.
I mean, I was watching him walk up. The Rise is pinging it. He's got Realm Warp, so in one world you might think, well, Rise will just come. From Quandong Freaks to try to collapse in here. Dudu is nearby. Jack's super far away.
All 5 members of Life are here as Keen has walked all the way up, but I don't think they're going to be able to get in here. Ellim can actually make it over if he wants to, but they decide not to go for it as the horse is going to get knocked up. Nothing Ellim can do. He's just going to walk out. He is going to survive, surprisingly enough, as Keen with the Grandmaster's Might running keeps himself alive. The Devour comes in from Hoyt. And Quandong Freaks play a really nice defensive game, but there was no reason for them to be there at all.
Exactly. And now Keen could be killing a turret right now.
The trophies as Dudu's going to have to flash, but he'll get knocked back, and that is a very dead Graves. Not a lot that you can do. He gets himself a shield, but I think Leap Strike will be back up again, and he doesn't even need it. Uses that to escape instead. So Quandong Freaks, they grab another kill onto the Graves. Check that brush as Fate with the Foxfire speeds himself up back into that brush. Good little charm, but Fate is going to get knocked up. Devour has to be used very early in this fight as Hoyt eats the Grey Health, but he's also going to eat dirt afterwards. Value as Keen starting off the fight by himself. In goes Ellim, eventually to try and answer, but he's just going to die. The horse unable to do anything at all. Keen tries to get out of there. He's way too low health to be able to get anything done now in the Realm Warp just to finish off these kills. Hoyt will turn up way too late. And Quandong Freaks, if you're going to engage, do it together, please.
I mean,
Oh, Fate dives on in. They get a nice little deadly flourish there as Keen on the flank, but once again, it's all mistimed. And Ellim's just going to explode before anything can happen. Leap strike to get the Jax out of there. Trying to get some work done. Deadly flourish goes wide. They get the Featherstorm pretty early. Decent charm, but the cleanse is going to be there. Kwangdong, can you punish further? Because you have to. Your base is getting obliterated.
Yeah, they have to both juggle this base defense and the kills here, and they have to do it fast.
Yeah, well, they're trying to turn it now as in goes the stun. Keen tries to sacrifice himself for the good of the team as now Fate dives on in as well. Dudu gets into the backline though, and Teddy just gets destroyed. There's no way they can fight this one out. Teleports to come through, and this game is over. We are going to game number 3. Hanwha Life Esports will not go quietly into this night.
Hanwha Life Esports bringing us to a third game here. Great macro play, despite Dudu being punched in the top lane.
위 봐줘.
잭스 맞아, 잭스. 잭스 잡고. 자야 맞아.
내가 봐줄게. 아리부터.
딜 없다, 얘네. 잡았어. 텔. 잡고 끝낼게. 끝.
다행이다.
우리 원래 이거 속도 내기 전에 첫 맞춰서 바로 갔어야 되는데 그거 하나 아쉽다, 이번 판.
끝나고 가자. 네, 이겼네.
The Storm now being layered as well as Ellim's down extraordinarily low. The flash comes in, good stun, and they secure it. There is the transition.
On champions who are caught out, and as you mentioned, Hoyt level 5 doesn't have ult. Teddy a little bit slow on the escape.
Yeah, he wants to try and skate this one out, but the quickness comes in. The flash is down as well as Teddy's going to ult. Now on fleek under the turret. He was unable to turn it off, I think. Or it just came back alive again and he just took way too much damage. The answering kills are going to be there here. Deception gets the follow damage, but Fate should be able to make it underneath his turret. Ooh, Shadow Surge not going to connect, and now Karis is a sitting duck. Is going to be the Zeri that locks down the kill, so I need to avoid grouping up if you are Kwangdong freaks, as he does find Teddy into the backline. Super Mega Death Rocket is going to come through, but the cannon ulti is just massive. On Fleek's not going to be able to do anything, and now the resets are coming through. The resets from both characters in the Vex and the Viego. Yep, these V champions, they're the ones that this comp is about. Teddy gets ulted, and then the rest of his team destroys Hanwha Life.
Respectfully stands on the bottom side, and Fate's up here.
Oh, Fate's the one face checking, and here we go. They get it, but the dash cannon is there, and Keen is doing so much work. It's like, yes, you managed to kill the Vex. Congratulations. Now 4 of you are dead. Great pulverize there from Hoyt, but the flash out from Karis gets him to safety.
And there's just so, like, everything about the hard engage from Hanwha Life Esports is hard countered by Kwangdong's car behind this early.
Well, in they go. They're going to engage onto Teddy one more time. Let's see whether the counter engage is going to be there as Teddy ults. Tries to get himself out, but it's On Fleek flashing forward. The Malphite's going to go down as well, but it's a 1-for-1 now. On Fleek's trying to get out. The rest of the Kwangdong freaks want to get rid of this jungler so they can guarantee themselves a Baron. But Keen's going down low, and now you've got the Viego diving in. Just destroys Karis in front of 2 of his friends and then transforms into him and takes down the Jinx. Yeah, seeing whether they can start a fight before they start a Baron. Kind of respect it as Hoyt looking for that engage opportunity, wants to get POG off this one. The Pulverize is going to land only onto the volley bear there on Dudu. Finds the backline. Samdi locks down the Vex now as let's see whether they're going to be able to continue this one as Ellim is absolutely massive. More resets to come forward as he's turned into a Malphite. You don't necessarily have great... I think that seems a bit scary. And remember, this Viego can probably kill 5 people by himself.
All he has to do is kill one. And that's the end of it.
Point. Yeah, as Keen flashes into the back line. Doesn't even press his ult button until very, very late, but goes golden. Or unless it was invisible, things were weird that happened just there as both of the top laners have been taken down. The cow also removed. Samdi's getting excited. And maybe they are doing it for bro, as Ellim has turned into a Malphite. Once again, not super excited about that, and will now get knocked up. On Fleek now, looking to try and get rid of him as he goes down to his GA. Teddy still capable of fighting this one out, but Karis is at full health.
And this is the power of full health Zeri. Everybody's on low health bars. You're like, ooh, I really want to kill her, but can we kill her? The answer is probably not.
Yeah,
As Ellim, you know, he can turn this one right back around.
This
Teleport.
is soul that's going to get denied by Harmalife Esports as well.
If they take it, because I don't know they do. Fate teleports in. He's got his Zonias. He's coming for this.
Oh, good.
Here we go.
No Shadow Surge available as Vista is going to dive on top of him. He goes golden while he waits for the exhaust here. Flame Chompers go down as well, but it is going to be the Ocean Soul lockdown. Ulti forward from OnFleet, but doesn't get too much value here as Dudu tries to get the engage. The skate over the wall from Teddy. Jet Set Radio Future is the way out of any bad situation, apparently. I think he wants to start something here. The Charm is going to go wide now as the burst damage is layering in. Teddy presses the ult button, so does Dudu, but Teddy's still almost at full health. Karis gets over the wall, but he's trying to get out, not go back in, as Kwangdong Freaks are smashing the team fight. This is going to be the last one. They waited and waited and waited, but eventually they were rewarded. And Kwangdong Freaks will march down whichever lane they decide and finish off this game and get one step closer towards playoffs.
Teleport here to try to shut Vista down. And Keen, just not quite able to track him down there. Didn't expect him to be running towards blue side. But yeah, that is going to be it. One step closer to playoffs. 7 out of the 8 they need. If they get 8, if they win their next series, they are guaranteed, of course, the playoff spot. So this is halfway there right now. The expectation was they'd win this one and the next one. And finally, they have closed it out.
Well, Vista's being frustrating here, trying to buy as much time as possible. Of course, you need minions to try and take down turrets in the majority of situations, but these turrets just evaporate. There is no way that they can do anything here as Dudu goes in, goes golden, looks pretty cool. OnFleek looks pretty similar as he goes golden also, as I really do like the fashion show that we got. The next is going to go down, and that is going to be in the end of that game. There's not even in playoffs.
Yeah, that's why Kwangdong need to win that series against Live Sandbox.
Yeah.
And then they could still keep it in their control. As these are the final moments here. Keen held his ultimate in this last fight so long until the last possible second. Even though the Alistar engage happened, they waited for Hanwhalife's turn, and then he maelstrommed defensively. Keen just had such a great read on what he needed to do in this game. And Ellim, man, he played 6 champions this game, so I think he's going to get a lot of POG votes.
I think he did extraordinarily well, and we often see that Viegos need to get ahead if they're going to do anything, and Ellim 100% did do that. He was able to play the reset game really beautifully.
He knew his limits so well. He knew how far he could push forward and get those kills, and he took that coup de grace, or however that's pronounced.
Coup de grace?
Yeah, coup de grace. Took that rune, and it's, you know, when everyone's health bars are low like that, and you've got the cannon slicing through, he is gonna get those.
Isn't that coup d'etat? Coup d'etat?
Coup de blah? I don't know.
What?
I don't speak French at all. So.
I don't know. I barely speak at all at this stage. Like we've just had a grueling 3-game series, and here's the fashion show.
Get him! Get him! Get him! They say they take Dudu out. Poor Malphite. I'm really excited to hear what Chronicle has to say about this game, because he might actually have a good explanation, but I certainly couldn't come up with one. I just thought it was not the right call. I think there were a lot of other options here. Well, they went for it, and they could not lock Teddy down.
They couldn't. Fate did a lot of damage in that game. The Vex certainly working out very, very well.